Hi Aries, welcome to your May forecast, and this is a reading for life after the retrograde forecast. Well, this also pertains to your general aspect, but this is more all about your life after the retrograde. So we are all aware of the Mercury and Venus that has gone direct, and finally we're already over it. But we just have to, we still have to pay attention to the post shadow phases, which will last until 15th to 27th of this month. Now, if you can actually see here that there are three different decks and three different types of spreads, this is the relationship right now. What do I need to learn, and where do we go from here? Okay, so let's start from this spread. Aries, right now you are both acting cold and distant, cruel and mean to each other. You are no longer how you used to be, especially if you're with an air sign. It's like there is something about your partner that you just couldn't really fathom anymore, and you are not really communicating well. If before you face each other, talk, compromise, discuss things about your problems and shortcomings, now it's like you're both finding an excuse not to stay longer inside the house, and sometimes when you have to talk, you just talk through text or emails or something like that. But as much as possible, you just stay outside, or you work late, then you will just, so that you will just come home and sleep straight. So you don't even know how did you even get to this point, that your partner is already refusing to talk to you, that your partner is already refusing to resolve your situation, your problems, and your issues. And you're also tired of trying, because you tried to reach out, but he or she just keeps on blocking you. Okay? Now, at this point, you are both stuck in the situation. You don't want to say anything. Your partner doesn't want to say anything, and you're just both waiting for each other's decisions and movements, and like, how will you move forward? It's like you're waiting for the other person's decision or reaction, and that is how you will only respond and follow through. Like, for example, you're just waiting for your partner to just say, hey, let's get a divorce, or let's break up, or let's just separate, or go in our own separate ways. And you don't want to say it. You don't want to come, you don't want those words to come first from you. So your partner is also doing the same thing. And that's why you feel so stuck in the situation, that you're just trying to avoid each other and meet eye to eye, or look at each other's faces, just like how you used to be before. Now, the reality of your situation is both of you are so disappointed. Your foundation is starting to crumble down, and your foundation is starting to like roll down the hills piece by piece. And you don't actually know if this is still worth pursuing, if this is still worth pushing, or if this is still worth staying for. You don't know what to do anymore, because you have tried to resolve the situation, but it's your partner who's been blocking you, not paying attention, not reciprocating your feelings, your approach, and everything else. You're just simply tired. Now, the passion have gone awry, and I feel like both of you are just too dried. You're the one who's just being too sensitive right now, because you're more aware of your problems. You're more aware of how to resolve the situation, but your partner is just playing dead, dumb, insensitive, and also numb. And it's like your partner doesn't want to work out the relationship anymore. Your partner will just leave early in the morning, or just stay longer outside, spend time with his friends, or spend time at work, and then your partner will just go home, go straight to bed, and that's it. And it has become more of a monotonous schedule or routine, and it just keeps on going on and on and on again. And you're the one who's feeling so deprived, and you're the one who's also who feels so alone in this relationship. But you're always starting to ponder, will this still be resolved? Or will this still be, like, is there still light at the end of the tunnel? Or is it just time for me to step away and face a new direction. So what you need to learn right now in this spread, okay? What you need to learn in this spread is that you have to admit to yourself that there's no perfect relationship, or there's no perfect situation, perfect person, or perfect partner. It's you just have to accept that life will just keep on testing you and giving you some, let's say, some rough stone for you to smoothen it and for you to polish it. It's already up to you, but it takes a lot of effort. Now, with this is what you need to learn about love. You know, it's so rare for a relationship not to have a betrayal. It's so rare for two couple not to have somebody who's weaker and stronger, who's the apple and orange. Okay? Now, you have to accept that in life and in love, crying or tears, miseries, and grievances will always be part of the package. And if you used to love each other so much, then later on, after a few years, both of you will be drifting apart because you have over exuded your energies and you've just become too familiar with each other to the extent that there's no challenge anymore and no excitement. So this is where it goes through. The temptation, the betrayal. And instead of fearing for this to happen, you just need to seek more opportunity for yourself to be more prepared, more aware, presence of mind, and be more stronger. Don't be afraid to lose somebody, especially if that person doesn't really value you the way you value them, because it's not worth it. Okay? You need to value yourself more. You need to work on your self-love, self-respect, dignity, and, well, don't let anybody trample on you and treat you like a doormat or an option. Okay? If that person or if your partner couldn't really prioritize you at this point, you have to prioritize yourself. Pamper yourself, love yourself. Okay? You have to fill up that cup that your partner couldn't even fill up himself. You have to do it yourself. So this is what you need to learn about love, that there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. That right after a few years, right after a few months, of wooing and like showing you that you are the love of their life, you're the greatest ever, and they're just gonna snatch the moon and stars for you, which is, come on, it's not true. That this is actually the reality of relationship. Okay? Instability, weakness, betrayal, temptation, weak-mindedness, and influence will always be a part of it. That in a relationship, it should only be about you and about the two of you, not about you and the whole world. Especially if your partner right now is so weak-minded, that person is so easy to get influenced by either his family or friends or something like that, then, it's entirely up to them. Then it means that he or, his love or her love for you is not that strong enough. And about your question, if this is worth it, then you're the only one who can answer that. Alright? Now, this is what you need to learn about life. Life will be offering you something that you couldn't really resolve, get through, pass through, surpass, or get a solution. Deep within you, you have like a deep, soulful meaning of love, and you treat your partner like they are the only one, that exists in your world or in this world. But your partner couldn't really do the same thing to you. So what you need to learn about life is that always be on your own, and always love yourself. Being selfish and self-love those are two different things. Okay? Don't try to mix it all together. Loving yourself is like putting some boundaries in someone else's treatments against you or how they abuse you. You have to value yourself because you know what you're worth. Okay? And I feel like life will always be full of uncertainties and it's always impartial. Life, it will not be fair. Even if you've been giving and giving and giving, and your partner will just keep on taking and taking and taking. Okay? Always stand in the middle. Don't give your all and don't give everything. And at the end of the day, if you cannot find the right reciprocation of the other person's feelings, love, and treatment towards you, then you would just say, I gave my all to you. I gave you everything, and this is how you repay me. A relationship in life is not like a gratitude, or it's not like you're gonna buy something to the store and you expect the store to give you your change. Okay? If you love, just love unconditionally, but don't expect anything in return. Because I feel like this is your current situation right now, that you are suffering from an unrequited love and unfairness, inequality, and you're being suppressed. It's like you're so tired, drained, and you can't go anywhere because you feel so, it's like you feel so trapped, in a space full of barbed wires. It's big, but you can't really get out of it. Now, what you need to learn about yourself, you're actually best in taking care of somebody and taking care of the people that you really love. But there are a lot of things that you have to think things over, especially your priorities and your aspirations, your targets, your goals, and who comes first. You, as a very family-oriented person, did you always put your family first before your either the love of your life, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your husband? You have to learn how to prioritize. Okay? And before going down into a relationship or before getting involved with somebody, you have to get to know them deeper. Get to know them, but don't try to look into the positive light. Always look for what is their negative side and what are their flaws, because that is the only thing and the only feature in someone's personality that will never ever change. Positive, it can always turn into negative, but negative, sometimes it can turn into positive, depends on the people or depends on the person. But that is the only thing that always stays the same. At least that is also the fastest way for you to get to know and for you to tell to yourself if it's worth it or not. Okay? Now, so where do you really go from here? Now, at your current situation, you are both, it's like this situation and this relationship had already taken a toll on you. And not to mention that by the end of this month that you will find out something disturbing, something that's, let's say, earth shattering, and there will be some secrets that will be revealed, especially with the person that you already know. Okay? Now, you've already forgotten how it is to steer things up, steer the challenge, steer the adventure, the excitement. You've already forgotten how it is to rediscover each other because you've become overly familiar that, oh, okay, even if I do this, she will still forgive me, or even if I lie, she would still hear me or believe me or forgive me. So you've become overly familiar with each other that you're already too comfortable with each other. This is what you have already forgotten, that you should keep on, let's say, not really change, but to apply something new or something that's unpredictable. And this had already resulted into discontentment. It's like you're looking for something different already, for a different flavor, or for a different taste, or a different color, or a different scenario. So the discontentment had already sinked into your relationship, and this is what could become the two of you: downfall, falling out, um, separation, disappointments, and going in your own separate ways. Or another thing here that you can resolve is, do you still want to work this out? Can you still talk? Can you still sit down and, can you still sit down and rearrange things? Are you still like willing to like try this once again? Let's see. Because you used to love each other. But I feel like your partner would just decide that it's really over. Especially if you're with an air sign. Your partner will become so cruel and will be so, what do you call this? Not being able to give another chance, or not being able to open up his mind about possibilities, that he feels like you will never be the same again, with all the problems and with all the issues that had already taken place in your relationship, and he feels like this is not really going anywhere. So even if you will talk, even if you will try to reach out, your partner's decision will still be one tracked. Okay? And I feel like you can take it from there. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Now, as for your oracle cards, children is actually, it has taken it not really tall, but it's, it affected some parts of your relationship. Either having some children or not wanting to have children at this point. And your partner right now, as I've said, in your current situation, that you will be discovering something grave this end of the month, that, your partner is conniving with somebody that you already know. Not really closely, but I feel like you've already met that person and you've already have an idea. Yeah, you just have to listen to your instinct who it is, and you just need to have some faith. Okay? Now, there will be some changes in your home environment, that either somebody will be moving in or out of your moving out of your house, or you could be like moving into a new location, new house, new residence, and you will be taking the right course of action out of your anger. Well, it's not that it's more of an impulsive decision, but you feel like right after all the things and months that you have gone through with this situation and relationship, that this is the bottom line that you will just suddenly discover, then it's like you will just, shut down, and you just don't want to try it anymore. And you're just waiting for the confirmation, because you already have a hunch even before about what's really going on. And finally, that this month everything will be revealed right before you. Now, I know that it's hard to accept the situation, and there's no breakup that is so easy. And we all have to go through the 7 stages of getting over someone. But you just need to accept that things have to end in a certain way, because we need to grow and we need to find our own self-value and our own life purpose. Okay? You need to hone down your self-worth, and there is a new love that's going to come your way real soon, from June to September. Right after going through all of this, I know that you're not yet ready to date out. You're not yet ready to meet anybody else. You're not even ready to go out. But there will be, the light at the end of the tunnel that you've been waiting for and looking for. This is gonna be your passage or your passport to, to brand new life and opening up the brand new chapter of your life. I am not saying that you should that you should rebound, but this person will be leading you the way. It's not going to be an instant relationship, but it will start from a very deep, soulful connection and friendship. And it's already up to you if you want to be in a relationship with this person. But I'm telling you that I feel like somebody will be walking you back to your faith. Okay? Now, in your life purpose, you have the gift of oration. You have the gift of counseling. You have the gift of um, speaking right in front of people, and people do listen to you, your stories, advices, and to your insights. So if you're looking for some if you're looking to change your careers, or if you're looking for a new type of job, you can apply in the field of communications. Okay? Freedom, you're free to do whatever you choose. Music, you also have a talent in music. Either you're a good singer, you play instruments, you write songs, poetries, or compose notes or tunes or something like that. But either way, your hobby, you can make money out of it. Builder, your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Now, let's say in every chapter of your life that crumbles down, in every foundation that falls into the ground, you are able to rebuild yourself up. You are able to rebuild your own foundation, but not with the same bricks. This is also something that you have to learn, that don't use the same old bricks when you are trying to rebuild your own foundation. If you have to move to a different spot and use a different set of stones and bricks and sands and stuff like that. Okay? But you are a natural builder, and don't be afraid to lose something or to vacate your foundation right now, because you can start a brand new foundation that is stronger, firmer, and taller. Okay? Now, deep knowing. Right before you judge and right before you analyze a certain situation, you need to have a deeper analysis. You have to have all the essential information about the situation, person, and problem before you make a decision. Which is, I feel like you're already aware of it, because you're very inquisitive and you're a natural intuitive person. Clean it up. There are some things, unhealthy people, unhealthy lives, unhealthy habits, hobbies, behaviors, attitudes, and perceptions. You just need to clean it up in order for you to welcome the brand new energy. Message in a bottle. There is a message of the universe around you that you just need to heed. Open up your eyes, or it could be that sometimes they ride in your dreams. You have to take note of your dreams and don't just ignore it. Loyal heart, the new love that's going to come your way, which is, I told you, within the months of June to September, this is going to be like a long lasting and long term relationship. I am not saying that this is going to be your soulmate, but I feel like this person that's going to come your way, which will start from a deep and soulful connection and friendship, will definitely be the right kind of relationship that you've been looking for, with the respect, love, understanding, and space. Okay? I feel like this person is also not abusive, but very understanding, and he or she came from a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, and a lot of anguishes as well. So that person already knows how to rebuild himself, and he will also lead you the way to believe again in love and faith. Okay? Now, anyway, that's it for you for now, Aries. If you want to have your own personalized readings, go and visit me at my website. It's sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.